Welcome to Wild Breakaway with Mike Greenlay. I'm Audra Martin. Well, the holidays are over, but still a nice delivery of some Christmas cheer from the Minnesota Wild as they get the 4-2 win over the visiting Dallas Stars. An all-around solid team effort. Bruce Boudreau probably happy with what he saw from his team tonight on the ice.
Yeah, when coaches are able to talk to the players and say, hey guys, here's what we want you to focus on. Here's some of the things we want you to think about against this team. When they go out and do that, they love to look at tape the next day. They love to say, hey guys, here's what you did right. They want to tell them what they did right, and there was a lot of it in this hockey game. From up and down the lineup, from getting pucks deep to getting shots on goal to top-end scoring to support scoring to the defense playing well. I mean, the Wild really did it all the way up and down the lineup to the goaltender Alex Stalock playing well as well. So when you get that kind of production and that kind of stuff for coaches, it's a dream come true because they keep looking back at this game and saying, here's what you did right.
Well, here's a look at tonight's final stats. It was the Wild who had the advantage shots on net, 31 for the Wild, 26 for the Dallas Stars. Only 6 of those came in the third period for Dallas. Good to see the Minnesota Wild keep them quiet in that final frame, able to hold on to their lead, which had been an issue for the Wild here lately, really all season long. 1 for 3 on the power play and 1 for 4 when it comes to man advantage for the Dallas Stars. Overall, a happy coach in what he saw in his team's effort in the first game back from the holidays.
I mean, I didn't want to talk about it as being a huge game, but it was a huge game. You know, I mean, we called it the start of the second half, and so, I mean, you get a chance to reset, and I likened it this morning to a game of golf where you play the first 9 holes and probably not as happy as you'd like to be, but you can always make it up by having a great back 9, and that's, you know, I mean, it's only one game, but it was a good divisional start.
So now here's a look at what's next for the Wild. It's split back-to-back games with the Nashville Predators starting Friday here in St. Paul. Then they'll head south to the Music City. It's going to be a good challenge for the Minnesota Wild. Nashville, no joke, certainly living up to the title of being the defending Western Conference champs. With a big win tonight, they're now back atop the Central Division standing.
Yeah, they beat St. Louis in St. Louis, and that's a good win for them. And you talk about coming out of the break and coming out well. The Nashville Predators did that here tonight. It looked like a bit of a goaltender's battle in that game. And I think that the Wild are going to have their hands full, but you go into that game now feeling a little bit more confident. The Wild now are 5-6 against Central Division foes. They could really do themselves a big favor by catching at least one of these wins here against Nashville, and 2 would just be amazing. But the point is that the Wild have, starting tonight, 9 of the next 12 in this building, and they're 10-4-2 so far this season here in this building. So, excuse me, now 11-4-2, and with that win, forgot to add the tally there. But it's great to see the Wild feeling so good here at home, especially with a good road or good home schedule coming up for them, and hopefully they can take advantage of that.
So certainly a great start here on this stretch of Central Division opponents for the Minnesota Wild, a 4-2 win over the visiting Dallas Stars. We'll see you back here on Saturday for Game 2 of those split back-to-back games for the Minnesota Wild. We look forward to seeing that in the meantime. For Mike Greenlay, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on Wild Breakaway.